Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? This is Black Views, and thank you. I want to thank my brothers and thank my sisters for listening in. Also, please subscribe and hit the like button. Let's get right into it. Today, our subject will be talking about sundown towns. Yes, today our subject is about sundown towns. And what I'm going to attempt to do, it'll be a chronicle where basically I'll be listing all the reasons why we should have and we demand our reparations. And I'm explaining to you why. Not just because I'm saying it, but I'm going to give you all the examples that I can think of why we should have it. And everything that I'm saying is documented. Sundown towns were all white communities, neighborhoods, or counties that excluded blacks through the use of discriminatory laws, harassments, and threats, or use of violence. The name derives from the posted and verbal warnings issued to blacks that although they might be able to work or travel in the community during the daytime, they must leave by sundown. Although the term most often refers to the forced exclusion of blacks, the history of sundown towns also didn't like other minorities. But we're talking about since the time of slavery, so it wasn't that many other minorities. But they didn't like pretty much any other minorities because they wanted to keep those communities white. Although it is difficult to make an accurate count, historians estimate there were up to 10,000 sundown towns in the United States between 1890 and 1960. So you can imagine there wasn't a lot of different immigrants from 1890 to 1960. Mostly in the Midwest and West, they began to proliferate through the Great Migration. So the Great Migration started during the time starting in 1910. A large number of black African Americans left the South to travel to other places in the country because the South was so heinous in crimes and beating black people, destroying black lives, destroying property, burning down, properties and homes and so forth. So black people left many of these southern towns that were heinous for killing black people to go to other places. So during the migration, they had sundown towns that were basically like, don't stop here, nigga, keep it moving. And that was the whole reality of it. Many predominantly white communities actively discouraged them from settling there. So they didn't want you to they didn't want you to come there. You might be able to find some work as a black that nobody else would do, maybe scrubbing floors and things like that. Sundown towns also spewed into the red line district. So it was also another way to keep you from moving into those towns. So basically, what they would do is redline you. Nobody's gonna sell to you. No one's gonna rent to you because this was enforced by the local municipality. So and not only that, the federal government didn't do many things to stop it. Many parts of the federal government were the same people. So this is why we should get reparations for sundown towns alone. So today, that is the first chronicle in this little series that I'm doing here, why we should get reparations. Today, I talked about sundown towns. Now, if you go around and you look at all the information regarding sundown towns, you'll see that it's countless, and it keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. And many things I didn't even cover in this little, YouTube video here. Didn't even cover many of the things that happen with sundown towns. So go look that up and go understand why we need reparations. We know we're not just, complaining and just, out here just, we need reparation. We want some money because we want some money. No, we've been done a wrong. A wrong has been done to us. So, you talking about people trying to live free as Americans. You talk about Americans that came home from the war and couldn't find a place to live because they were redlining. So you owe us for that. You owe us for redlining. Yeah, you owe somebody. It doesn't matter if you didn't do it now, if you didn't do it then. It affects who we are, where we live today. where we were allowed to live, where our families owned property. We had to leave the South because there was so much violence that, I mean, we just couldn't stay there. And then in the midst of that, you have towns that are telling you, don't come here, don't get caught here after night because we killing. And best believe they was killing. Thank you. This is Black Views. Please like, also subscribe. You know you want to get these good information. You know you want to get these good videos that I'm bringing up. Please like, please subscribe. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.